Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Rising Info Live here at Rise Up Creatives Worldwide. If you are joining me for the first time, I am Master Coach A. I am a coaching entrepreneur, and one of my business endeavor is Rise Up Creatives. And Rise Up Creatives is your one-stop social commerce platform that provides you a total turnkey solution. Specifically, we would like to help individuals who are engaged in business for the first time, or maybe you've been in business for quite some time but you're not getting the results that you want. We want to help business owners who's looking for that missing ingredient. We want to help those coaching entrepreneurs, service providers like us who wants to engage more, connect more, and be more to their target audience. If that is one desire of your heart as a business owner and an entrepreneur, Rise Up Creatives is here for you. Once again, good evening, everyone. To all of you joining me live, to all our kindred coaches, to all our lifetime members here in Rise Up Creatives, big shout out to everyone. Please do tag a friend. Don't keep us a secret. Tonight's conversations, we're going to be diving into customer partnership versus customer relationship. Okay, so many times you've heard about customer relationship, or you would say customer service versus customer partnership. So we're gonna dive into that, but immediately I'd like to convey, all right, that for us to understand the value of customer partnership versus customer service, we need to unpack, okay, 10 common mistakes that entrepreneurs like me and you do and really hinders their progress and their success in doing business. If you are excited, let me know in the chat box. Everyone, give me a shout out. Let me know what is one thing that you believe. Okay, so let's do some guessing game right now. What is one thing you believe is one of the 10 common mistakes? Okay, of entrepreneurs like you and me when they're starting their business, or maybe when they're scaling up. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna do this for the first time. If you hit it right, okay, so if you hit it right, okay, so if you guess, okay, one of the 10 things that I'm gonna be sharing tonight, okay, you're gonna get a free cake. Okay, slice of cake from Master Coach A the next time you visit from Decaf Coffee Republic, or you order from Coach Rizel. So 0917586161. So Decaf Coffee Republic, if you are joining me for the first time, if you've never heard about Decaf Coffee Republic, is the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines. This is the home of certified CACC life coaches here in the Philippines, and we are in operations for over 5 years right now. And you are welcome to join us. You are welcome to dive in and see what we are doing in Life Coach Philippines. And with that, physically, okay, if you want to see physically in action, visit the Core Republic from 2 p.m. to 12 midnight. Okay, so a slice of cake, everyone, a slice of cheesecake. Okay, so let me know in the chat box. Keep it coming. Hashtag, okay, hashtag cake. Okay, so put it in there, hashtag cake, and then share your guest. Okay, so share your guess of one of the 10 common mistakes, okay, of entrepreneurs you and me normally commit and hinders the growth and progress of our businesses. Okay, so hashtag cake. Okay, ready? Good evening, everyone. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Once again, if you are joining me, this is Master Coach A, and we're doing these conversations every Wednesday at 9 p.m. So thank you for joining me live. And if you are joining me on a replay, okay, know that if you need help, help is always available. Okay, so we are a tribe of certified professional life coaches. I am a business coach. We are also advancing mental health. So if you are one person who wants to dive into mental fitness and you don't want to compromise your mental health while doing your business, or maybe right now you're feeling some challenges that hitting you mentally, or probably there's our mental concerns that hitting your business, please do not hesitate. Give us a message, give us a call, 0917586161, and definitely will be so excited to get you some help. Okay, so I am not the only professional life coach in the tribe. I'm supported by kindred coaches, and many of them right now you can see on the chat box. Shout out to all the fellow kindred coaches right here. So thank you so much for joining. Hashtag cake and share with us your guess of one of the top 10 common mistakes that entrepreneurs like me and you normally commit, especially when we are starting the business or we're trying to scale up. Okay, so let me know if you are ready. Hashtag ready. Put some like ready on the chat box. I want to see if you're there. Ready. Okay, let's put it in there. Let's put some energy, and I'm gonna dive in right now. Okay, so ready. Okay, mistake number one. Okay, one of the common mistake. Okay, mistake number one is that too much focused on money, or business is equals to money, or business is equals to profit. Business is equals to income. That's the number one mistake. And why it's the number one mistake? Because, okay, when you do business, you are making an investment. And unlike your typical paid job or your employment where you render a service from 8 to 5, okay, 15 days, and after the 15 days you get a paycheck or you get a payroll, in business you don't. There are businesses that would have an ROI, return of investment, after 3 years. Some businesses would have uh after 5 years. It's like not everyone, okay, not everyone who starts a business understand this. And oftentimes this is what challenges a business owner or an entrepreneur, that after some time, if they don't get the profit, if they don't get the money, they throw the towel and they say it's not for me. How many of you here is guilty of this mistake number one? Or maybe you've seen someone, you've met someone who've seen that I've never made it to the business, or I'm not cut for business because I'm not making money. And oftentimes you try to gauge your success, okay, with someone or with a business that's already thriving and generating much of the revenue. Of course, when we do marketing, when we do sales, when we do promotions, we want clients on the door. Okay, we want clients on the doorstep of our business. We want the lifeblood. Life money is lifeblood. Sales is lifeblood. But when you do business, when you do entrepreneurial endeavor, when you take on this path, you don't get the money, the profit, the return immediately. Now, sometimes there are things that you do, for example, buy and sell. You buy one thing at 200 pesos and you sell it at 120, and you say, okay, I got my profit at 20 pesos. But the thing there is that money is not good enough for you to sustain that kind of business. And so, truth of the matter, still not earning. Okay. When I say you're not earning enough to sustain the lifestyle that you want. You're not earning enough to get manpower. You're not earning enough to get your rental paid or your utilities or maybe your admin costs. Because even if you're running a virtual business, you are operating in social commerce, okay, and everything is digitized, or you're operating in the digital, you know that there is an admin cost. You probably have your website, you probably have your sales funnel, you probably have your email marketing, okay, like you've got these expenses and you don't get that immediately. So number one mistake is oftentimes individuals who, especially if you've been in the employment sector, if you've been part of the employment, okay, group, you are expecting that when you do this, okay, over a certain period of time, okay, then you get the profit. Okay, so how many of you here is connecting with me? And how many of you see like I'm kind of guilty with that? Of I know people who probably threw the towel too early and quit on their business too early because of they're thinking it's not working. It's not working. Okay. So business. Okay. Business mistake number two. Okay. Number two, top mistake. Okay. That we're talking about 10. Okay. The top 10 common mistakes of entrepreneurs. Okay. So number two. Okay, number two, if you got it, okay, so shout out on the screen, shout out on the chat and say, I got it. Shout out in the comment, I got it. Okay, so let me know. Okay, so number two, okay, mistake number two is product first before audience or client. Product first before audience or client. It's a mistake. If you want an entrepreneurial thing to work, it comes with audience, client, market first before your product. Audience, client, market first before your product. This is what happened oftentimes because many of the entrepreneurs, we are visionaries, okay? We are creators, we are innovators. And normally what we do is that we create, we innovate, we, build on something and then we look for a client. Now, hear me out on this. There's nothing wrong with creation. There's nothing wrong with innovation. There's nothing wrong on building up because that's who we are as an entrepreneur, okay? But when you do that, you need to have a sense of the market. You need to have a fair share of the understanding if truly there is a market for that, if there are consumer for that, or if there are people who's looking for that product or service as a solution, or something that they want to have as part of their bucket list. Okay, we know that products, okay, or we know that your product offering, your service offering is actually a solution to a person. We're not selling product, we're not selling just a service, we are actually selling a solution. So even if you're selling bread, you're selling a notebook, you're selling a coaching package, you're selling a book, a written book that you authored, all of these things have one thing in common. It provides a solution to the person who would engage, like exchange their money for the product that you're offering. So normally, okay, the mistake is you create the product, you create the service, and you look for the market. Now, the opposite is what's going to work. Look at the space where you operate, have a conversation and engage with the people and see and hear, connect and experience what they need. What solution do they want to be available? Or at least if there is a solution that is available, they want better solution. They want an upgrade of that. When you have an understanding of what is that, then definitely you can create a product. You can source for the product. If it's a physical product, you can source for that item that would practically match the customer's need. Okay? So if you are connecting, if you are in agreement with me, give me some thumbs up. Okay? Give me some sign of approval in the chat box or in the comments below. Let me know that this is a yes to you. Okay? I'm now on my third mistake, common mistake. Okay? Anyone's getting this? Okay. Mistake number three is being robotic or digitized or not human. Okay. Oftentimes as an entrepreneur, we look at things as if it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in sequence. And when we deal with our clients, we look at them at numbers. When we create product, we look at the products as a product per se that needs to be consumed. In coaching, in service industry, we know that we need to be human. We need to humanize our offering. But more so, when you are in a social commerce environment where we are restricted by the screen, that we don't really get that energy, the feeling, the human touch, but we have this screen, okay? We need to humanize the works that we do as much as we do. And how do you do that humanized version? It goes for imperfection, vulnerability, and being truthful. You heard it right, imperfections. Oftentimes, entrepreneurs is caught in that desire to make things perfect before they roll a business, or they want to perfect the process before they announce and unveil what they're doing, or they want everything clean, neat, like complete before they announce that they're offering this. Okay, and it's not being human, because being human allows individual to see that you're not perfect. I'm not talking about, or I'm not insinuating nor promoting or nor advancing that you just do things recklessly. All right, so just I want this business without all the rules and without all the standards, I'll start my business. I'm not talking about that. What I'm simply talking about is when you do business, okay, when you do business, like when you launch this entrepreneurial thing that you want, okay, you got to be human. You have to be human. You have to humanize the way you do things. When you also understand that being human is the key, okay, you will understand why engagement, real engagement, instead of chatbot, instead of automating your response to your customers, to your clients, matters. Okay, so it's a war of, do I automate things so I can speak or I can engage with 100 people, or I'll stick to my human voice and just accommodate the client I can accommodate at a certain point in time. It's a tug of war between that. Now, if you are, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you don't scale up. I'm not saying that you don't automate or digitize things. All I'm saying is that when you're starting, you need to be human. Your customers, your clients, your niche market, like the one you're toiling when you start your business, needs a personal interactions with you. They need to hear your voice. They need to feel your sincerity. They need that human touch. That human touch. Okay? How many of you here is getting a perfect score with all the mistakes so far? Okay, let me know in the chat box. Perfect, perfect, perfect so far. Okay, of course, three questions, three things I've shared. Okay, and if you have three questions to ask, please put it in there. Okay, don't wait until I finish the 10 items and you ask question. Okay, so you can ask the questions right away. Okay, so wow, no score yet. I love it, Master Coach Jasmine. Okay. So go, 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 go. I'm going to go now on my number 4. Okay. It's partnership. It's partnership with, okay, here's the thing. It's partnership with the fellow providers versus partnership with clients. Okay, here's the thing. When an entrepreneur gets, let me unpack that. Okay, the partnership normally, if you're starting a business, you want partnership with fellow providers, fellow uh, business owners. This is what you hear. You normally hear joint venture, collaborations. You get that? And you're thinking that, you know what? If I partner with a strong player, then I'll make it. If I partner with um, a provider, a business owner who got, 1,000 clients, then I'll make it. That's a mistake. When you start your business, like when you're starting and nurturing, okay, you need to have a partnership with your client. You need to have a partnership with your customer or your prospective customers. It means that you're not looking for establishment with a business owner that would give you customers. You are looking for a person, establishment, or organizations that you are looking to partner with as your client. I hope you're getting this. I hope you're getting this. Because oftentimes, we're looking for a partner, okay, as a budding entrepreneur, they look for a partner that would give them customer versus looking for a partner who is a customer. Who's getting this? Who's getting this and who's appreciating the difference between who do you want to partner with or to be in partnership when you start your entrepreneurial endeavor? Okay? So your partnership should be with the client, with your customer, okay, not with the person or entity or someone who's going to give you the client. Get a partnership with the client immediately, okay? Next, okay, number 5, okay, being too cautious to stay in a comfort zone. You are you are very cautious, okay? You don't want to take risks and you simply want to stay in your comfort zone. And oftentimes, okay, oftentimes an entrepreneur would say, I don't want to stretch. Okay, I don't want to stretch beyond what I can chew. Okay, I don't want to stretch beyond what I can embrace. I don't want to take so much gamble that, I'm going to lose everything. So you're very cautious without understanding that as an entrepreneur, it is in our blood, it is in our DNA to take risks. But oftentimes, that the kind of risking, that the need to risk, okay, is overshadowed by just us not wanting to be inconvenient. We don't want the discomfort. We don't want to be stretched. We don't want to try something that could fail and taint our name. Especially if you are already an executive in a corporate world, especially if you have already achieved a certain degree of success and you are already somebody, and you start something and you say, okay, I could fail and I'm going to lose my name. I'm going to lose my face. Hear me out on this. Every entrepreneur, every business owner, even the greatest, even Elon Musk, even Jeff Bezos have failed in a certain moment of their lives. They have failed significantly before they succeeded in life. So do not fear failure. Do not fear that you're not going to make it right for the first time, because for sure you're not going to make it right and perfectly, but it doesn't mean that you're going to fall flat on floor and you're not going to recover. Okay? So you've got to take the risk, because that's what we do as an entrepreneur. Next, another mistake that we normally have is that we reject change in plan, or what we call plot twist. Okay? For example, if you've started your business during pandemic, that was over 2 years ago, and you realize, oh my goodness, the environment changed, the economics changed, this is a plot twist, or this is not what I expected, they throw the towel and they say, all right, this is not the right time, this is not the best time for us, okay, to do the business. In entrepreneurial endeavor, it's okay to recalibrate your direction. It's okay to see other opportunities that you can integrate. It's okay to see how you can maximize what is available while what you want is yet to come. In doing business, in your entrepreneurial, okay, endeavor, it is important that you understand that things don't happen the way you want it always, and don't assume and believe that things will work out just fine just because you have put your 1,000% effort. Because truth of the matter, no matter how much you put, how much effort you put, maybe 1,000 times, 1,000-fold, or like you put all in there, okay, you put all your eggs in one basket. Truth of the matter of fact, it can still fail, or should I say, it may still not achieve, okay, or fulfill the numbers that you want, because that's business. That's business. Next, okay, mistake. Okay, mistake number 7. Okay, mistake number 7 is this: being too secretive. Being too secretive, or what we say, it's a trade secret. Okay, And oftentimes you don't want to share, okay? And you want, like, if you get like this idea, you believe that it's $1 million idea, I don't want to share with you, okay? So you put it in like a secret and you protect it, and you are so focused protecting what you believe is yours and yours alone. Okay, now here's what I'm gonna share with you. As a matter of fact, as an entrepreneur, and I would say, even if you're not, you're a business owner and you don't consider yourself as an entrepreneur, but you own a business, okay? Here's the truth. When you start toiling on something and you start breaking grounds for a new business or business idea, and nothing happens, like no one is getting on that path, no one is going on that directions, truth of the matter, it's not healthy for you. Because a healthy business, a healthy opportunity, a great idea, it's just a matter of time people will plug in it and start doing it. When I brought life coaching in the Philippines in the year 2017, okay, I'm not saying I'm the first one who brought life coaching in the Philippines. I'm not claiming that, but I was the first one to offer a face-to-face life coach certification program in partnership with an institute in the United States. I brought it in there, and there were set of people, okay, that started bringing in life coaching in the 1990s. But they said that the market was dry, the market was not responding, and so they eventually stopped. When I brought in life coaching and started toiling the ground for it in the year 2017, and if you are joining me for the first time, you've never heard about me, okay, I'm the founder, okay, of Life Coach Philippines, and as we speak right now, there are about 400 people that I have certified, professional uh, professional coaches, and you probably meeting one of my former students, okay? There are 400, almost 400 of them, and many of them have already put up their own business, put up their own institution. They just like doing exactly what Master Coach A is doing. And if you are a true blue entrepreneur, let me tell you this. It is something that calls for celebration, a toast. You know why? Because it means that what I've started is really something juicy, green, fertile, and with a lot of opportunities. Could you just imagine if I've started life coaching in 2017 and until now people don't know about life coaching? What industry would have I created, or what industry have I awakened in the Philippines? Nothing. But right now, almost everyone knows what life coaching is. People talk about life coaching, share about life coaching. They call themselves coaches, and they get, it's a free economy. And that's a sign that the business or the endeavor that you've started is something really good. Who's connecting with me? Okay, let me know in the chat box if you are connecting. Come on, come on. Okay, there's no secret. Because truth of the matter, as an entrepreneur, we innovate, we create an opportunity for growth to happen, for accelerations to happen. But come on now, the original creator of all of these things is God. And God have already created all of these things before we need it. And we are consumer and co-creator of this in such a way that we are able to create something that human being, okay, in our space can consume. Okay. And so it's okay. Okay, if you start doing this, if I started doing life coaching, and the next thing I know, my relative, my former students start doing their own certification program, it's okay. It means that you're able to see, okay, it's okay because now you're able to see that there is really fruits in what I do. What is not okay, okay, what is not okay is the posture of the heart. Okay, what is not okay is if you want to kill the very source of your knowledge, the very source of your gift, right? So that's not what is good, what is not good. But to do and advance the profession is actually something great, right? So if somebody, you start a multi business, right? Have you ever realized if the person or the company who started a milk tea business would say only one person do the milk tea business. That's not really good, because if you do that, the price will continue to be higher versus there's a lot of players. And by the way, it's unlawful, okay? It's unlawful not to share a business that you're able to create, you're able to toil, or you're able to get started. All right, so next, number eight. Number eight is the mindset that you are starting a business to fulfill something that is lacking in you. Okay? What does it mean? When you start a business, it is not a fulfillment of what is lacking. Quite the opposite. When you start an entrepreneurial endeavor, you are accelerating what you already have. Okay? So you don't start a business, you don't become an entrepreneur because I want money or I want to prove to them that I'm good, or I want to let the world know that I'm the leader or I'm the authority. That's not how it works. When you start an entrepreneurial business, or when you start an entrepreneurial endeavor or start owning a business, you are accelerating, amplifying what you already have. You are magnifying your passion, magnifying your skills, magnifying your talents, okay? And you probably have a little money, okay? Or of course, the little money is relative, okay? For some people, 1 million is little. For some, 100,000 is good enough. For some, 10,000 is more than enough. That's relative. But what I'm saying is that whatever amount of money you have and you start doing entrepreneurial endeavor, you are magnifying that money, you are increasing that money, you are putting that money into something that would make it multiply and double or triple, or you are creating an opportunity for something to increase, not to decrease. So you need to have that mindset that when you start an entrepreneurial endeavor, when you start a business, when you are an entrepreneur, you have enough. You have enough. You're not lacking. You're not lacking of something. That's why you're starting it. Quite the opposite. You have enough. You have more than enough to get started being an entrepreneur. And okay, next, okay, down on my two, okay, your success story. Your success story, okay, your success story is not perfectly success. Let me repeat that. One mistake is that you think that your success story is all about success. It's not. It's a mistake. Your success story, the truth is, your success story as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, success story means your ups and your down. In fact, as an entrepreneur, what made you successful is that the way you're able to bounce back from the dip. You're able to bounce back from the failure. You're able to bounce back when things don't work out. That's a mark of a real entrepreneur. Okay? So one mistake is to have this idea, this mindset that success is all success. Okay, that it's perfectly successful, that it's like heaven, that all is well, God is blessing me with, oh, don't get me wrong, I know God bless us, God bless the works of our hands, God provides us, God, is a good provider. But truth of the matter, okay, our success as an entrepreneur goes with failure. Okay, but what makes us great entrepreneur is we fail forward. We fail forward. And our failure, our mishaps, our mistakes, or probably uh, the not so good experiences is part of our success. It's part of our success. Let me know in the chat box if you are getting this. Okay. So let me know in the chat box. Put some emoji in there. Okay. Put some celebration there. Okay. Put some heart in there. Okay. Put some. Just let me know how you feel. Just let me know how you feel, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay. And of course, the last part is, here's the thing. Number one mistake, number 10 mistake, okay? You know, I always have this because if for me, this should be the number one mistake. But of course, if you know, I'm sharing this in order so you get to understand how it progressed. No, but truth of the matter, this 10th mistake, the last mistake, is, I would say, so fatal. And what's this mistake? That imagination is not important. Like, you don't imagine things, you work on things. Or you don't imagine things, you just make it happen. Okay? Or you don't imagine, because imaginations is for the dreamers. You know, a lot of times, okay, a lot of times entrepreneurs is caught in this idea that they want to be so sure about the things before they get started, that whatever they imagine, they don't want to put it in action because they cannot test, or nobody is guaranteeing that. Now, imagination is so vital and so important if you are to thrive as an entrepreneur. You need to be able to imagine. And I'm talking about real imagination. I'm not just talking about you cohesiveness, cognitively defined things. No, no, no. I'm really talking about you giving yourself real permission to imagine what is, many will say, impossible. Imagine what many would think is craziness. Imagine what many would tell you, that's dumb, totally impossible, and that's absurd. And if you can imagine all those things, imagine this, like hear me out on this. Imagine everyone else is telling that's like, say, insane, that's absurd, that's impossible, cannot be done, and all of the things. And you can still imagine it. You can still feel it. You can just like smell it. Trust me. Trust me. You will breathe life into it and it will come to pass. It will come to pass. Okay? So, yes, okay. Before I become a life coach, I'm a business consultant, and I understand, I'm a graduate of economics. So I understand mathematics. I understand formula. I do business plan. I do research. But trust me, imagination is so powerful that it will drive your success in business. And with that, I'm going to dive into my point tonight. It is customer partnership, not customer service. If you do customer partnership, you don't need customer service. Customer service happens when, after the transactions, people complain, people are not satisfied, people are not happy. But when you do customer partnership, you look into the customer's journey before they buy, as they buy, and after they buy. It's a partnership. Not because a customer, a client don't complain, there's no problem, or there's nothing to change, there's nothing to improve. Quite the opposite. If your customer is so good, giving you feedback, beautiful feedback, advancing you, recommending you, giving you referral, that is also the best time for you to partner with that customer, continue the partnership, and look how you can further serve them with other areas of their lives, how you can even provide them with their needs. Because the cost to keep a customer is less than to get a new one. Or the other is also true. The cost to get a new customer is higher than to retain an old one. Customer partnership speaks of you understanding the customer's needs before you create the product and the service. Understanding, looking closely to what they need as they buy. Not just the idea of you want to make the sale, but you're really looking in them, like looking through their eyes, looking at their gestures and all of this, and understanding that what they're really buying is what they need. And customer partnership is that relationship you maintain with your client after they buy, because you want them to prosper, to thrive, be better, achieve more after that sales conversion. Customer partnership will allow you to develop the next product, will allow you to engage, will allow you to deepen relationship. But above all else, it will eliminate or at least diminish as much the headache that customer service handles. In business, they say customer is always right. But here's what I say: it's not who's right, who's wrong. It's a question of what's best. This is Master Coach A for Rise Up Creatives, giving you Rising Info Live every Wednesday. If you need service, if you need help in your business, if you want that soaring high, that engagement, that's connectivity, Rise Up Creatives Worldwide is here to serve you. Once again, Rising Info Live comes Wednesday night, 9 p.m., and it's a midweek late night date. And I'll see you again next Wednesday. Don't keep us a secret. Invite a friend, invite a business partner, invite a fellow entrepreneur, or invite those who wants to start doing the business. This is Master Coach A saying good night. Have a blessed week ahead of you. Keep thriving, keep trying, and stay alive, because you deserve that beautiful experience in doing business. Rise up and be creative. Good night, everyone.